Welcome back to another teardown, guys. Today we'll be taking a look inside the new Anker Soundcore Motionboom Plus. Coming at $180, this Bluetooth speaker offers a IP67 rugged design that is water and dust resistant, as well as being completely buoyant. It is packed with 80 watts of combined powers that produces loud and impressive sound, and has a playtime of up to 20 hours on a single charge, which should be more than enough for anyone to use on a single day. Now join me and let's get this teardown started. Out of the box, we have here a few documentation along with the USB-C to USB-C charging cable. And here we have the strap that you can hook onto the speaker to carry on your shoulder. Here we have the Motionboom Plus. The speaker measures 15 by 3 by 5.5 by 7.7 inches and weighs only 5.3 pounds, which I think is fairly light considering how big the speaker is. Most of the speaker exterior consists of hard plastic and also form the built-in handle. In addition to the handle, it contains an aluminum loop on each end of the handle where you can attach the included strap onto it. On the front, we have a large grille with the normal Soundcore logo, and on each side we also have the dual passive radiators. Lastly, toward the back, we again have a nice Soundcore logo design with the rubber charging port cover. Now let's proceed with the teardown. The first and easiest step we would do is to remove the front grille. This can be done so by gently prying the top of the grille and slowly making your way to the side and to the bottom if necessary. Once the grille is loose, you should be able to pull it off of the speaker. This grille has a nice clean finish with the Soundcore logo in the center, and the grille itself is attached onto this plastic support which contains all these dowel that connects onto the speaker. With the grille out of the way, we will continue by removing 11 screws on the front of the speaker. Next, we can go ahead and remove the 2 rubber grip pads on the bottom of the speaker. Take your time to make sure the adhesive comes off cleanly so the pad can be reapplied once you put the speaker back together. Next step is quite interesting. We will now remove these 2 round passive radiators cover on each end of the speaker. These are held by dowels and does not require a lot of force to remove. With these 2 cover removed, we now have access to 4 screws that we will take off. With these 8 screws removed, you can gently pry off the handle / passive radiator cover. I find it easier to pry off both ends of the passive radiator first and then pry your way up one side of the handle. Slowly lifting one side up should detach the rest of the cover. With this cover off, we can now remove 2 screws on each side of the tweeters, 2 screws on both the hooks, and then 4 screws on top of the handle. We will now release the 4 tabs on top of the handle and then split the speaker apart by prying it right in the middle. Now that we have the speaker split open, we can remove the control ribbon and microphone, woofer, and tweeter cables. With the front fully detached from the back half, let's take a glance at the front portion of the enclosure. It is pretty basic and contains your 4 driver, the control board, and the microphone. Now to remove the woofer, we will need to take off 4 screws off from each woofer. These woofers measure around 9 cm and pushes a total of 30 watts each. They produce impressive volume that sounds great and has powerful bass that does not drown out the mids or highs. And here we have a quick comparison of the Motionboom Plus woofer alongside that of the Soundcore Select driver so you can see the size difference. As for the tweeter, they are glued permanently onto the enclosure, so I'm going to leave them alone. However, they measure around 3 cm and pushes a total of 10 watts each, which is plenty to bring out the highs. Now we will take off the control board by removing these 8 screws. This will allow you to remove the board along with the rubber buttons. This board contains all 8 buttons and 12 LED modules. Now let's put this cover off to the side and continue on to the back portion of the speaker. We have this antenna that we will pop off so we don't end up damaging it. To remove the motherboard and battery, we will take off these 5 screws. We will also need to loosen the glue from the battery cable in order to remove it. And toward the back, we will need to open up the charging port cover and tuck it to the inside of the speaker. Once doing so, the whole motherboard and battery comes out as one. Now let's remove and take a look at the battery. This is a SW34MP to S2P battery pack containing 4 rechargeable lithium-ion batteries. It is rated at 7.2 volts with a rated capacity of 6400 mAh and can provide you up with an astonishing 20 hours playtime. That is more than enough to play music all day long, as well as to top off your phone battery when it's getting low. And if you're wondering what that bulky thing on the cable is, that is the ferrite beads, and it's there to help suppress high frequency electromagnetic interference noise. Now let's take out the motherboard from the battery housing by removing these 5 screws. And here we have the battery housing that stores and protects the battery, as well as acting as a platform for the motherboard to be on. Here we have the motherboard. It contains a USB charging port, USB-C port, and aux port. It uses the Bluetooth 5.3 version and support Anker PartyCast 2.0 so you can connect multiple Anker Bluetooth speakers together. The board also supports Anker bass up technology for the extra bass, and also support the Soundcore app where you can use it for firmware updates and customize the way the speakers sound with a built-in equalizer. And here we have the back enclosure. It contains the dual passive radiators, the 2 hooks, and the single antenna. It also have a gasket all around the speaker for that airtight seal. And there you have it, everyone, the complete teardown of the new Anker Soundcore Motionboom Plus. I hope that you enjoy and find this teardown useful, whether you are repairing your Bluetooth speaker or just want to see me tear down mine. Either way, I appreciate you coming along for the ride, and I hope to see you again on the next teardown.